to be a responsible steward of his office. Whether we intended to or not, this package of a little good and a ton of bad is what I and nearly 63 million other Americans voted into office. I believe now that this support was misplaced, and I want to explain to those 63 million why. I don't believe I can do it by behaving like Trump, and I wouldn't want to either, by name-calling, mischaracterizing, exaggerating, and pitting people against each other. After all, if I truly believe that Donald Trump is a con man, and I do, then I myself was conned. I have to own that. But by owning it, I hope to lead others to the same realization, not by making them feel guilty about a politician they backed, but by helping them understand the reality of who that politician is, what he's done, and what history suggests he'll continue to do. Sorting through all the information available to us about politics to find the truth of the matter is tough enough already. It's tough enough already to use that information to help us make knowledgeable choices about our government. So I'd rather try to educate and persuade than lecture and condemn. What qualifies me to do this? Well, let's start with what I'm not. I'm not a Democrat, so my criticisms aren't just a cover for what I think about Donald Trump's ideology. And I'm not a member of the media, a group that the people in Trump's camp don't trust to provide accurate news, especially about him. Republicans instinctively doubt the fairness of the mainstream press, and believe me, I get it. There are far more Democrats and liberals in newsrooms than there are Republicans and conservatives. That kind of imbalance means there are blind spots or even biases in coverage that disadvantage the right. Even if the majority of journalists are smart people putting in honest work, as I believe they are. But the Trump era has blown the idea of a skewed media out of proportion. This is a president who calls our free press a literal enemy of the people. It's a cop-out to say he means that only for fake news. Unless you're an outlet dedicated to propagandizing on his behalf, a commentator who arrives at a conclusion he likes, a friendly opinion host on a cable channel, or some internet personality who will fork over your shame, your spine, and your sensibility just for a retweet from @RealDonaldTrump, you're fake news in the eye of the president. It is every bit that black and white. What I offer instead is perspective. Perspective as someone who voted for Donald Trump, who understands and has identified with his populist worldview, and who echoed the worst parts of his divisive and even bigoted rhetoric. In fact, I believe that I helped create this phenomenon in my own small way. I went on the radio to fight for the policies and the principles that I believed in. But oftentimes during the course of waging this public fight, I went over the line, engaged in ugly personal attacks, and participated in the very demagoguery of serious public policy matters that I call out today. I got caught up in the conservative media outrage machine, that motley crew of incendiaries for whom no hot take is ever scalding enough to get listeners and internet clicks. This rhetoric, which is so widespread on the right, partly led to the elevation of a man like Trump to the White House. He is the worst iteration of the politics of personal destruction. I want to help clean up the mess he made and prevent us from making another one like it ever again. I want to do this not to help me sleep easy at night or to ingratiate myself with the left, never Trump, or clique of any kind, but to do the right thing.